Few motorcycles carry a heritage as deeply rooted in motorcycling history as the Royal Enfield Bullet. Since its first appearance in the early 20th century, the Bullet has become synonymous with endurance, simplicity, and unmistakable vintage charm. Now, in 2026, Royal Enfield breathes new life into this icon with the Bullet 650, a motorcycle that bridges the gap between nostalgia and contemporary engineering. It is not merely a reissue of a classic, but a reinterpretation of what a timeless machine can be in a modern world. This video explores the 2026 Bullet 650 through the lens of expert reviews from Cycle World, Visor Down, and Bennett's Bike Social, three respected voices in the motorcycle world. Together, their insights paint a full picture of what Royal Enfield has accomplished with this latest evolution of the Bullet legacy, a heritage that refuses to fade. The Bullet has long been Royal Enfield's most recognized model, representing a century-old lineage that has endured through wars, cultural shifts, and the evolution of global motorcycling. The 2026 Bullet 650 continues that story, but rather than clinging to outdated mechanicals, Royal Enfield has infused it with a balance of retro authenticity and modern refinement. Cycle World calls the new Bullet a modern reinterpretation of a legend. It carries the unmistakable silhouette, rounded headlamp, broad fuel tank, and generous chrome accents that generations of riders have adored. Yet beneath that nostalgic exterior lies a heart shared with the company's acclaimed 650 twin family, including the Interceptor and Continental GT. This engine, a 648 cubic centimeters parallel twin with air and oil cooling, has already proven itself globally as one of the smoothest and most approachable power plants in its class. It represents Royal Enfield's leap from being a heritage brand to a truly competitive manufacturer in the middleweight segment. Mechanical refinement, the modern core beneath the classic shell. At the core of the Bullet 650 lies the familiar 648 cubic centimeters SHC twin-cylinder engine, producing around 46 horsepower and 38 lb-ft of torque. The numbers may not ignite the adrenaline of sport bike enthusiasts, but they deliver something arguably more important: accessible, usable power across all conditions. The 6-speed gearbox is a far cry from the clunky, 4-speed transmissions of vintage Bullets. Shifts are smooth, the clutch light, and the gearing balanced for relaxed highway cruising or steady city riding. Visor Down's review notes that the engine's power delivery is linear, refined, and entirely unthreatening, a perfect match for the Bullet's calm personality. Equally important is the ride quality. The Bullet 650 employs a steel frame tuned for stability and comfort rather than aggressive cornering. The suspension setup, a conventional telescopic fork and twin rear shocks, is traditional but thoughtfully calibrated. The ride remains composed on rough roads, and the upright ergonomics offer a natural, fatigue-free posture ideal for long journeys or urban commutes alike. In terms of braking, the Bullet 650 relies on a 320mm front disc and 300mm rear disc, supported by dual-channel ABS. The hardware isn't groundbreaking, but it delivers confident stopping power consistent with the bike's relaxed pace and character. Weight, ergonomics, and everyday practicality. Weighing in at roughly 240 to 243 kilograms, wet, the Bullet 650 is not light. But as Bennett's Bike Social emphasizes, that heft contributes to its planted, confident feel on the road. Once moving, the bike's balance and smooth throttle response make it far easier to handle than its numbers suggest. Seat height sits around 800 millimeters, allowing most riders to place their feet securely on the ground. The wide handlebars and generous saddle create an ergonomically sound riding triangle, comfortably upright with no wrist strain or cramped knees. This natural posture suits the Bullet's intended rhythm, unhurried, graceful, and focused on the simple joy of riding. Fuel capacity, around 14.8 liters, ensures respectable range between fill-ups, and the efficiency of the twin-cylinder engine means fewer stops on long trips. Royal Enfield's emphasis on everyday usability rather than performance aggression gives the Bullet 650 its distinctive charm. It's a motorcycle you can live with daily, not just admire in the garage. Design, a masterclass in timeless aesthetics. The 2026 Bullet 650 is as much about emotion as it is about engineering. Every line, color, and finish element has been crafted to evoke nostalgia while signaling modern craftsmanship. The bike features metal tank badges, hand-painted pinstripes, and an old-school teardrop fuel tank, all nods to its historic predecessors. Visor Down points out that these aesthetic cues are not merely decorative. They embody the Bullet's legendary DNA. Yet this version adds subtle sophistication through tighter panel gaps, improved paint quality, and cleaner welds. Visible signs of Royal Enfield's evolving global production standards. Lighting has also been modernized without compromising style. The classic round headlamp now integrates LED elements, providing stronger illumination while maintaining that instantly recognizable Bullet face. The chrome treatment, restrained yet elegant, balances beautifully with matte or gloss paint options, depending on the trim. Every angle, from the ribbed seat to the sculpted exhaust pipes, exudes a sense of mechanical honesty and visual permanence. Performance character, built for the soul, not the stopwatch. While the Bullet 650 shares its engine with the Interceptor and Continental GT, it carves a unique personality within the lineup. Cycle World describes it as a bike that's content to move at its own rhythm, and that sentiment captures the essence perfectly. This is not a machine for riders chasing lap times or high lean angles. Instead, it's about connecting with the road in a raw yet refined way. The parallel twin hums with a deep, mellow note, a sound that encourages calm, cruising rather than adrenaline surges. Bennett notes that the suspension and braking are tuned for comfort, not aggression. On winding roads, the Bullet feels stable and composed, though its weight and long wheelbase limit flickability. But when the pavement stretches ahead in a steady sweep, the bike's balance and rhythm shine. It delivers a sense of mechanical purity, motorcycling reduced to its most essential form. The competition within its own family. One interesting aspect highlighted by all three reviewers is how closely the Bullet 650 sits to other Royal Enfield twins. The company now offers multiple interpretations of the same mechanical foundation: the sporty Continental GT, the versatile Interceptor, the elegant Classic, and now the traditional Bullet. In that context, the Bullet 650 becomes the most heritage-focused of the group. It's for the rider who values nostalgia and emotional connection over versatility or sportiness. If the Interceptor 650 feels like a global cafe racer, the Bullet 650 feels like an heirloom reborn, a motorcycle that wears its history proudly. That said, potential buyers should test the lineup before deciding. The differences in ergonomics, seating, and styling may seem subtle on paper, but feel distinct on the road. The Bullet 650 will appeal most to riders who want a calm, dignified ride with unmistakable visual identity.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe if you like videos like this. Thank you.